Well, black entrepreneurs are on the rise here in America due to real estate, tax breaks, and many other factors. Now, it's no surprise that Memphis is included in that business boom. Tonight, Pepper Baker has a look at a black couple jumping into the hospitality industry as hotel owners and takes a look at those who paved the way.
Are y'all the managers?
We're the owners.
It's not the first time Norland and Amina James's new title took someone by surprise.
No one ever asks us if we're the owners. They always ask us if we're the managers. I know why, though.
I'm checking in.
As new owners of the Quality Inn Hotel in Raleigh, they joined the small group of African Americans who make up just 2% of hotel owners in the country. And you wouldn't believe their partnership started from a botched blind date.
She was getting ready to kick me to the curb, so
Glad I didn't.
I was almost not here.
The Queens New Yorker with a doctorate degree married the Georgia military man with experience in long-term rentals. Together, they ventured into the world of short-term property ownership.
We spent 3 years really learning the business. 2019, we set the goal that in 2022, we wanted to buy our own hotel. We went around the neighborhood. We stayed here ourselves. We talked to people. We stood out there in the parking lot and talked to guests, like as they were coming out. We found this hotel in April 2022, and we just closed in December 2022.
Now, black-owned hotels have a long and rich history in Memphis, particularly in the 1940s and 50s, most notably the Lorraine Motel in 1945.
The Lorraine Motel was purchased by an African-American business couple, a couple well ahead of their time, named Walter and Lori Bailey.
Associate Curator Ryan Jones works where the Lorraine Motel is preserved now as the National Civil Rights Museum.
And it was the first African-American lodging that had air conditioning in each of their guest rooms, as well as a swimming pool. And the Baileys also had one of the greatest diners that were sought out after many celebrities. Isaac Hayes, when he was at Stax Records, ate here. And again, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was very fond of the Lorraine on the 3 separate occasions in which he traveled to Memphis between the years of 1966 and 1968.
Back then, when racism and I would say open discrimination was widespread, there were not a lot of places for black individuals and families to stop and be able to feel safe while traveling.
Black Business Association of Memphis President Ernest Strickland points to the importance of the Green Book, the Black Traveler's Bible for safe accommodations during Jim Crow. The 1957 copy has 9 different hotels and restaurants listed in Memphis.
There were hotels such as the Mitchell Hotel, which was owned by a gentleman by the name of Andrew Sunbeam Mitchell and his wife. They opened the hotel in 1944, and it was 30 rooms. And so they really catered to the musicians, the artists that would come in. You know, artists such as B.B. King and Count Basie and W.C. Handy would come.
It was Black-owned banks. It was other wealthy Black entrepreneurs that would give their counterparts these opportunities to make a better life for African Americans in the South.
Many of the same barriers that exist to Black individuals and entrepreneurs owning businesses are even more of a barrier when it comes to hotel ownership because of the specialty and the high cost of capital associated with acquisition and operation.
Part of the reason why there are less than 600 black hotel owners in America today.
You have to have relationships with lenders who are willing to, give you a $4 million loan, because that's not, especially for us, it's not something that's easy to do.
The James' $3.8 million deal secured more than just the hotel, which is why they chose the Raleigh neighborhood.
So we didn't just buy a building, we bought land. And so that's when it comes to building generational wealth for Blacks in America, real estate, land has been the #1 driver. It's a good price for this time to get in at this time, and actually appraised higher than we paid for it. So the outlook on the land around here is good.
It's, of course, we all want to make money, but it's also building the neighborhood. What can we do to help others?